Hey everybody, just wanted to do a quick little review of the Jegs 180C MIG welder. It's a 180 amp, 220 volt MIG welder. It also comes with an electrode clamp for stick welding. You can change the torch off for an electrode clamp and do stick welding as well. And it's also spool gun ready if you purchase the spool gun separately. It can handle 2 to 10 pound spools of wire. I have a 10 pounder on there now. The switch in the upper left corner there is for the spool gun. And then the switch in the upper right, as you see, is to convert it over for stick welding. You can also change the polarity right there above the drive roll system as well. Now, the welder comes with a 10-foot MIG torch, which was of pretty good quality if you ask me, considering the price. And this ground clamp, although it was a little bit short, it was only about 5 feet long, the gauge was decent on it. Didn't have any problems with current flowing through it, so even though the ground clamp's a little short, it did the job. Now the wire speed and the amperage controls are infinitely variable, which is awesome. I really like that instead of some motors just have notch selectors. The infinitely variable ones are great because you can dial in exactly, the combination that you're looking for. Now the welder comes with pretty much everything that you need to get started. It comes with a 030 tip, 2 pounds of 030 wire. It comes with a gas regulator, a gas hose. It comes with a little welding shield and a little wire brush as well. So the only thing you really need to provide is a bottle of gas and an outlet of 220 volts and you're ready to weld. By the way, I wanted to say that this is the Jegs model number 555-81541 on their website. I started off with some cuts that I made in a sheet metal fender with a cutoff wheel about 1/8 of an inch wide. Dialed the welder down to not the minimum but close to the minimum, maybe 35 amps. I just wanted to demonstrate some light gauge welding for you here. Now I didn't buy this welder directly from Jegs. I actually bought the welder on eBay, and at the time it was $305, free shipping, but I had to pay tax, so it ended up coming out to about $324 total. Also noticed that Jegs had been selling this welder earlier in the summer for a little bit less. I think as low as maybe $289 or $299, something like that. But for me, it came up to $324. Now the welder, like I said, it welds from 30 amps all the way up to 180 amps. The duty cycle on it is 25% at 180 amps. And the duty cycle is 60% at 117 amps. The things that I noticed about this particular welder was that the gas solenoid, when you hit the trigger, do some welding, it has a slight post flow after you release the trigger to ensure that the shielding gas, covers your whole weld. It's only maybe a second or less after you release the trigger, but there's a little bit of a post flow going on, which is a good idea. Also, if you do a bunch of spot welds in rapid succession, like say you do 3 or 4 quick spot welds in like a second and a half, the gas solenoid, instead of turning on and shutting off with every little quick spot weld, it just stays on until you release that trigger for more than like a second and a half, which I think is a good idea because it ensures that your shielding gas is not going to be interrupted, and then between those quick spot welds and then end up the welds not being very great. So that's kind of a smart feature that they put into this welder as well. Now here I'm going from light gauge sheet metal to 1/8 inch plate. This is just 2 pieces of 1/8 inch plate in a 90-degree joint. Not sure, I think the amperage might have been about 90 amps, and that's the result of that particular weld right there. Here I'm welding a 3/8 inch steel hook to a piece of 1/8 inch plate, and the amperage might be about 100 to 110 amps. Okay, and then that's the result of that particular weld right there. Not bad. And then I did another 90-degree joint of 2 pieces of 1/8 inch plate that I had lying around. And here's a still shot of that last weld here. Very clean, low splatter. So, how does the welder hold up? Well, I've only had it for about 2 months, and the only thing I can vouch for is that I did a welding project on a 18-foot landscape trailer that I put down a bunch of expanded metal floor, some extra cross members, and some framework, and it did a heck of a job. As you can see here, I have hundreds and hundreds of spot welds on this trailer, and I ran about 13 pounds of 030 wire through the welder, which is quite a bit, and the thing did a great job. Didn't have any problems the whole time. So also, this welder comes with a 1-year factory warranty, so at a minimum you're looking at a year of guaranteed use out of this welder. And for $324, it's a no-brainer. This thing is probably comparable to welders that are about $500, $600, or $700, and you're only in the low 300s with this one. So I'm going to give it a big thumbs up and my stamp of approval. And I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.